Child, this story then came from South Africa and has made its way to Black Twitter, and we got to talk about it. So this page right here that you can see is banned goes by the name of Doc Matthew. Now, before the page was banned, this was the person who operated the page by the name of Doc Matthew Lani or Laney. I hope I'm pronouncing that correct. Now, Doc Matthew is just what regular doctors do on TikTok. They talk about illnesses and whatever, whatever doctors do. Shout out to the doctors. But people started getting really suspicious of Doc Matthew when this was posted. Now, this is a statement from Wits University, and Wits University had separated themselves from Doc Matthew because they stated, and let me read the statement because it makes the most sense. Wits University is obliged to set the public record straight following claims made by Doc Matthew Laney or Lani on various social media platforms, and based on the names presented to the institution, the fact on hand is the university cannot find any person who graduated by the name of this, and I don't want to butcher it, or this other name that Doc Matthew stated was their legal name, and we're going to get to that in a minute. Now, it says, and they couldn't find that in the recent years. It says, we are requesting that Doc Matthew, quote unquote, to retract any such claims with immediate effect. So the reason why these two names are listed is because of this. Let me play you the clip.
Dr. Matthew, it's a brand that I built. I built that brand. People recognize me for Dr. Matthew. If I am going to create a product, it only makes sense that I put a name that people recognize. Do you understand? So for me, it is a brand. Dr. Matthew, it's a brand that I created. It's not a brand based on qualification. It's a social media brand. And it's a brand that I built not knowing that it was going to be this big. So even with our skincare product that is coming in December, it's called Dr. Matthew Skin Plug because that is the brand.
Child, my good sis was stressed. So Dr. Matthew did a live stream. This was literally a couple of hours ago before he got banned. But he did this live stream trying to explain the situation. And he stated that this name, Dr. Matthew, was just a simple brand. And it had nothing to do with his legal name, whatever that is, because no one seems to know. Nobody knows, but that the name Dr. Matthew Laney or Lani was a simple brand that he didn't know was going to be this big. And so he was coming out with a skincare line. But child, there's more because it's made the national news in South Africa. So come back for part 2.